Shadow, you beat his ass into the pavement! We're so proud of you!
Don't be frightened.
Don't be frightened, he's my ex.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
You tell him! You tell his ex!
But the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins.
Unassuming form. I always believed that his mutations were like something that he was always supposed to have.
The warrior that will destroy you.
He's brimming with confidence. He has no questions about who he is or what he's supposed to do. Oh, he's so bad. Maria's just concerned for him. He's not in immediate danger right now, but she has the concern. So good that they thought to like zoom in on her face there. He's just in a rage that this is happening whatsoever.
Learned from our last encounter.
Oh, is this when he fully gets the wings?
No more mistakes.
He's so mad.
I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
I was about to say, it's interesting seeing Maria see this side of him.
So full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you
Oh,
know
the
why
SA2
I
credits
shadow?
theme? No.
Because
No
without
way.
light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be
that's
driven
such a
by
good
darkness.
line.
I want you to be happy. Stand
Oh,
in the light
dude.
with peace
Oh,
in your
dude.
heart.
The symbolism. Oh my god, that was so good. Such a short cutscene, a short interaction. But it's true that Shadow has that rage inside of him, that aggression, and makes sense that Maria, of all people, would be able to talk him down from that, like they mentioned in the Dark Beginnings episode.
No.
But what good symbolism in the pun on his own name. I don't want you to listen to Black Doom. You may share his DNA, but he's not your true family. Your real family loves you and wants you to be safe and happy. That's us, Shadow. Me and Grandfather. Please remember that. You know, Grandfather before he went insane and tried killing everyone. So you say you've seen regions you're not familiar with. I would speculate you've experienced places in the future. Time has very little meaning here. It's reasonable you'd glimpse tomorrow as much as yesterday. You can say you encountered a foe you don't remember, Mephiles. The damage done to the time stream may be stirring up echoes of past alterations. Oh, I've studied time manipulation, and I'm no expert on it. All I can offer are my educated guesses. I will say, I'm not impressed with some of Mephiles' dialogue. I think it's cool they gave him some kind of motivation for why he did the things he did in 06, like, I want to exist, blah blah blah, even though ironically he wanted to consume everything. But that was an interesting aspect to him. You saw an emotion in Mephiles other than just being sadistic. His dialogue was entertaining, saying like, oh, did you forget me again, and taking offense, but I kind of feel like Mephiles wouldn't be so offended. I can definitely see him breaking down and being like, I want to exist, but I don't know if he'd be so offended. I think he'd just find it really cruel fate. He'd find the sadistic pleasure that Shadow keeps freeing him over and over again. And then I see the rage coming out at the end when he keeps getting sealed again and again. I wish that they maybe had more dialogue before the fight broke out, and then had all of the dialogue in the middle, and then again at the end. But it's kind of funny, like, Shadow does not remember who this guy is, doesn't remember their beef, and even then, once he beats him into the ground, he's like, you have no future, moron! Doesn't even know him. It seems my theory was correct, and time can heal itself to a degree. So as long as the pivotal moments in history are restored, the rest will find equilibrium. Whatever ripples you create will be nothing in comparison to the evil he would bring. Since time has been different for you, do you remember our teacher? Whoa, because of that one Sonic Channel artwork where Shadow and Maria are learning together in the arc. She was very strict, but I loved learning new things from her. She liked my biology report on Xiao very much. You really ought to catch up on your homework, you know? I don't think you ever turned in an assignment. He didn't care. It's not that he's not smart, he just didn't care. Thought it was stupid. He could be training to be the ultimate. Well, I will say from a gameplay standpoint, Mephiles is still my favorite. The writing could have done a little bit more for my taste, but I'm sure I'll revisit that fight plenty and still find a lot of joy in it. Yeah, I'll be taking that Boy Scout badge, thanks. Putting that on my collection. He just yoinks it from him. Resell it on eBay. Wait, he's crystallizing. See, that's so interesting that they give him the Doom Wings at the beginning of the game one time, and then we officially get it here. I want to see what Maria's reaction to his wings are. Because we only got that reaction at the beginning of the game. Oh, is the skybox going to turn red for the open world now? Whoa. That's like a mixture of every platform we've dealt with in the game so far. Oh, I wonder if this like final level area is going to kind of be Radical Highway, like we've been getting glimpses of throughout all the levels. But it's going to be like the full actual level at the very end, maybe? What, this is like a pseudo-super form in gameplay? Nice animation, dude. That was sick as hell. I don't like the way you worded that, dude. Oh, but they do get a reaction. The way that he delivered that, the wording he used, I don't like it. I feel like he's succumbing. With the rage he had earlier, what he just said, the way he ran away from what Maria was saying. Oh, dude, this is, he's like a biblically accurate angel. Shadow's got the wings. There was that one shot where Black Doom was looking down on Shadow there. This is like when he takes off his inhibitors. There's like the rays of lights in the sky. Literally, you see it. It's shining on Maria and Gerald.
I'm proud of how you have walked it.
His real dad said he's proud of him. I low-key said that as a joke, but he said son.
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger.
He's healing.
But I will continue to fight.
He's so calm and soft and how he's saying all of it.
Fight with your wish in my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy.
He smiled. He actually smiled. Willingly. Wow, that was a smooth, careful walk-away animation. Just the careful subtleness of every micro-movement in Shadow's animations of this game.
You can stop me from reaching that eye now.
Are something that will live in fans' brains for a millennia. If you thought they were obsessive back in the 2000s where we didn't have a whole lot out of like the animations in Sonic X, yeah, they're gonna get really, really annoying with their cheesy fan content and fanfictions. And by annoying, I mean people that don't like it will be annoyed, and people that enjoy the franchise will love it, myself included. I didn't mean anything by that. I just, I know that it was a stigma for people to be annoyed by cheesy fan content, and I feel like that's just gonna come tenfold, or at least have a renaissance, and I'm happy. I'm excited for that. I think it deserves to have a return. Oh, interesting. But I can just fly over it, like Silver, and then get the hell out of here, boy! Very interesting to me that we don't have, like, traditional music for this segment. It's just orchestral doom kind of music. Dread. That transition. Wait, you can turn the wing off? Oh, dude, he's holding his face. He's slumped over with that bad posture. This is looking right out of a punk album. Ugh. Ah! Ah! He's fucking wiggling at the... This is so cheesy, and I love it. Well, this is it, I guess. I don't know why they give you the option to turn the Doom Wing on and off, but that's pretty neat. Oh man, imagine I just picked the goofiest song for this, but I won't. I love that the Doom Wing is attached to the Act 1 emblem. Yes, I accurately predicted that it would be the true Radical Highway that we visit. I thought that we were gonna just drop into a whole boss fight, but they saved the Sonic Adventure 2 level for the finale. I heard someone theorize that the Space Colony arc wasn't actually Sonic Adventure 2, and it was like, more so, well, could have died really easy. I'll take the hit, why not? Amiga left lane. And it wasn't actually SA2, but it was JoJo posing, but in fact, it was from Shadow the Hedgehog's rendition of the arc. I really love that billboard there that has Shadow on it himself, despite existing in-universe. Oh, I think I know why you can turn the wing on and off, because, I guess for story reasons, he can canonically use the wing at this part of the story, but if you wanted to play the level regularly, you don't need to. This is such a faithful recreation of the original. It's like definitely mix and matching a whole lot of stuff. Mixing and matching a whole lot of stuff from different various gameplay elements of Radical Highway. But there's lots of like little tiny sections, especially the vertical sections, where I'm like, oh yeah, that's just straight up from the original version of this level. Interestingly, maybe I've just listened to these trailers a whole awful lot. I'm not like surprised to hear this remix of Radical Highway, because I guess I've just already heard it so much. But I guess, probably having the wing form in a level is maybe Shadow's equivalent of having Supersonic playable. And again, my theory is that Shadow gives Sonic the real Emerald at the end, and which is why he's like, you got this, Sonic. Because how would he even be able to transform into Super if he didn't have... Yeah, we like to be daring. If he didn't have a real Emerald, you know? We always take the top routes in this household. We're a top route household. Ooh, another one of these guys. I wish I had Chaos Control, but I can't use it at all. Oh, I totally could have hit him if I got the top route. I'm a failure. I need to restart the whole level now. Man, imagine if Cyberspace and Frontiers had this level of city detail in its environments. Like, the one we got in Frontiers already looked pretty gorgeous, but something with this much, like, memorable locations. Like, we're on the top of the Golden Gate Bridge here, man. Just too sick. Can I fly backwards? And grab my collectible. Oh, dude, I love these twisting and turning buildings so much. Especially when their lights are turned on in the window. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. Can I? Guess not. But you can still rail grind on those on those construction pieces, which is cool. Saved myself from an imminent death. I feel proud about that. Good movement. I have 200 rings. Oh, I really love the way they incorporate the top of the bridge and the rail grinding on the bridge as a part of the level, because that's only an optional path in Sonic Adventure 2, but it feels very rewarding when you hit it. Oh, look at the purple lighting! This feels like a rave with all the different colors I'm seeing on this nighttime highway. Oh, and that's the true ending to the level as well. Oh boy, they saved a good meal for the last level. Cool hub! I am standing on top of the final boss above the open world I've been exploring this whole time, and there's a vortex in the middle, and then this is our hub level for the final fight. Why did I... Shadow, look, I don't trust many people. I respect even fewer. You are special. So much so I feel compelled to admit it. You've got a lot going on, and Black Doom is in your head, so I just wanted to say...
Watch out for yourself.
9 seconds left. And if you need someone after it's all said and done, I'm here for you. Ha! Listen to me, I sound like Amy Rose. You were pretty brutal when you took down the Black Arms before. There's a good chance they'll find a way to revive themselves again. What I'm getting at is, don't hold back. Tear that creep to pieces. Sonic and his friends are still tracking down the last of the Chaos Emeralds. We still have time to swap out the fake Chaos Emerald for the real thing. That plan hinges on you coming back alive, so don't mess this up. Omega, you got something for me before the final moment? Black Doom is nearly ready to unleash his full might. Shadow, you have destroyed him before. I'm certain you can do it again. I believe in you. I will cover you from here when you engage Black Doom. What? Protect Gerald and Marie at all costs? I do not protect, I destroy. However, I can protect them by destroying all those who threaten them. I'm eager to return to normal space and time. It is much easier to tally the units I destroy there. I propose a 2-person bombing expedition on Eggman's base. I do love how they're like tying in what happens in Sonic's finale with Shadow's gang, Shadow's friends, Shadow's family, and making it all cohesively feel like it did happen at the same time and we just never knew about it. That being said, let me talk to some of Eggman's family. Hey Big, you got something to say in the final moments of our entire universe and space-time? That professor guy sure is smart. He actually knows a lot about fish and all kinds of life forms. He seems sad though, like he has a lot on his mind. I invited him to go fishing so he could relax for a bit. Wow, Maria is so very nice. We've never met, but she acted like we've always been best friends. I told her all about Froggy and the fish I caught. She had so many questions about where I'm from and where I've been. I hope I can take her fishing one day. The big thing in the sky sure is spooky. I bet I could catch it on my fishing rod. But I've seen you and Sonic running around, working really hard to save everybody. I'll stay out of your way and let you finish what you're doing. Froggy, where are you, good buddy? It's about time to go home. I like that he isn't even afraid. He just knows that the hedgehogs will do their work and we can all go back home and get back to fishing in the Mystic Ruins. I love the idea of Big asking Gerald about fish and different types of fish. Conceptually, I love the idea of, like, Shadow working behind the scenes on an adventure that we've never even heard of, while Sonic is out getting all the glory for the main adventure.
I'm so proud of you.
That one's voiced. You've been through so much, but you stayed true to yourself. I know you can do this. Go, Shadow, go. It's hard not to be scared of everything going on, but I've never been afraid. Not deep down. Because I know you're here, doing your best to protect us. I'm sure there will be many more who will feel the same way about you one day. Yeah, in 06, where they chain him up.
Shadow, you are my finest creation.
Thank you, Not Black Doom. It feels better when you say it. I've seen many things, uncovered countless mysteries, pushed the very boundaries of science. You, Shadow, are my finest creation. I have every faith you'll put an end to this madness. When this is over, I think I have an inkling of what comes next. Your promise to Maria is a good one, but do not let it be your only cause in life. I saw people saying, I really hope that Shadow doesn't just revert back to fulfilling Maria's wish. And here we are with Gerald, kind of a father figure in his life, guiding him in a good path, but his own path. When we are gone, live for yourself. Fulfill your full potential. Then again, I made you with limitless potential, so I guess that's all tall order. I guess I see where Eggman gets some of his self-indulgence from, but he takes it to a 100. When you were first created, the potential of your power was too great. I fashioned those limiter rings to keep your power in check. Given how you are now, you must not remove them. You'll likely explode. Only remove them in the most dire of circumstances. You'll burn like a raging furnace of energy, but I don't want you to burn out. I like that he knows, and he's one of the only people that's ever verbalized that whatsoever. Don't look so sad, Shadow. I don't know what will happen after you win. Maybe we won't see each other for a long while, but I love you and nothing can change that. No matter how far apart we are, my love will always be with you. Please always remember that. They totally know what happens to them and they don't want to admit it with the things that they're saying. Well, that was gut-wrenching in its own fun little way. But yeah, I also was predicting pre-release Shadow wouldn't get a super form, but he would be getting his uninhibited form, because we haven't seen that in a game since Sonic 06, which is absurd, since that's like his anime trope, like, I'm going all out. Man, it is kind of cool to think about how you don't get Super Sonic and Frontiers as a completion reward, but you get Shadow's wings as a endgame reward, where you can use that as a traversal ability. But not Super Sonic in Sonic Frontiers, the game that basically peaked Super Sonic. But it's funny, like, you transform with L and R, you have the power of flight, it requires 50 rings and it counts down. In what universe is that not a super form? It's gonna be great when they kill the pacing of this by making me do side missions for Radical Highway before I can fight the boss. Fuck that pylon in particular. I am so happy with how they did Radical Highway justice. Oh, I like that they're like screwing with the space-time to create these obstacles in Shadow's path. I also gotta remember that I can transform my wing anytime I want. Ow, I thought I could slide under it. Guess I'm wrong. Hi, Doom Rider. The rain aesthetic with the Got Ring blimp in the back, and construction materials like the pylons and like the signs. Oh, hi, boss from Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't remember your name. Oh, I love that you can see like the grounded pathways for regular Shadow if you want to go that route too. And I love that they even give you the option. Ooh. Whoa, that's really sick that it doesn't like obliterate you like a normal tornado probably would. But it just sends you back and he guards himself accordingly. I like how I've never fought this boss before, but I just know the language of mini-boss fighting in this game. I didn't even see what attack that he had for me. Oh, hi, Larva. That's funny. I didn't even see what his attacks were for me. I just kind of instinctively knew that at some point I was going to have to Chaos Spear to bring down his defense. But now that I'm thinking about it, I always really loved Shadow's combat in Sonic 06. He was my favorite character in that game, and by the way, that's the only game with playable 3D Blaze. She's definitely my favorite moveset outside of Shadow. Oh, you can damage him with the stomp. That's sick. You don't just have to use his brand new moves against them. You can use like classic Boost Sonic combat. But one of the parts that I really admired about Sonic 06 combat is, you know, your ability to use... Top route, feels good. Your ability to use Chaos Spear to hover in the air, keep your combo going, and basically just destroy everything that gets in your way. Stun them in the air, use it to hover, and kind of like delay your momentum a little bit. It was really sick. This reminds me of that old cool math games game called Run. I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now. But yeah, Shadow's combat always flowed the best and peaked the most when I was able to do that. I guess I survived. What an insanely cool game. Every time you walk in, you can save yourself. It's giving me, like, Super Mario 3D Land vibes where you use the Tanuki suit to save yourself from unfortunate jumps you made. His double jump animation where he, like, twirls around with the wings is so pretty. Feels amazing to use when you're saving yourself. He's got that floaty reassurance, like, don't worry, bro, you're not gonna fall into a pit yet. But yeah, since they gave him Chaos Spear back in this game, surprise, surprise, he has some of the best combat I've ever played in a Sonic game. Frontier's best combat, then 06, then Heroes, and then maybe this game? Good lighting. Damn, this is looking like Dark Beginnings. His fur is all wet. Not quite as impressive as his wet fur texture in the movie, but still looks amazing. Oh, we don't have to do the additional acts. I was really hoping we'd actually get to fight, like, biblically accurate Angel Doom, but I guess we're just going back to Devil Doom? Kinda cool to see him again, especially in full HD, and it makes sense too, considering, you know, Perfect Chaos, Metal Overlord, Mephiles, etc. are all kind of their original versions. He's got his full corporeal form.
Shadow.
Please tell me we get to fight his base before he goes into Devil Doom. Nah, he's just saying screw it and go into his most powerful form right away. Devil Doom! Dodge them shits, boy! You fought plenty of Eggman space carriers. You know how to get around a laser or two. Yep, and he's incorporating the surf ability. This is kind of funny. Whoa! Kaiju much? That sheer size looked insanely scary up close at front. Okay, I was hoping that I could use these to hurt him. Oh, that's cool that they come by you really fast so that you have a chance to miss your attack. Yeah! I just made an anime noise because of how hype I am right now. Didn't even mean to do it as a joke or anything like that. Yeah, get kicked in the eyeball, kid. Look at his giant sack body. So disgusting. Oh god, stop getting so close to me. It's actually terrifying. How about this? Take this! Chocolate balls at me. This looks like cereal. This looks like corn pops or something, man. Kind of tasty, low-key. Yeah, that's the commentary I have for this cinematic, terrifying final boss, by the way. That's what I have to offer, you know. I wish I could use Chaos Control and stop time here. It'd be helpful. Oh, I really like that you see like a waterfall coming off of like the broken bridge. Pretty sick, actually. Don't insult me. You know I'm better than this. In a way, I'm kind of reminded of Sonic Dream Team's final boss sequence where you're traversing through a big level using every ability you've learned throughout the game to get to the final boss and deal hits on him. Oh, I was waiting for him to clap back. Hollow threats from a hollow monster. Yawn, I should start trying. I love that clapback from Shadow compared to his dad's clapback because it's like that's the whole argument of like the soul and why it's bad to consume all and why he would never agree with the ideologies of the Black Arms, you know? Boom! Kamehameha death laser eviscerating literally anything. That looks like a Godzilla plasma breath. I'm actually kind of terrified of getting hit by that. I feel like that's instant death. Easily. Really sick how they use bottomless pit platforming to incentivize me getting closer to a flying demon final boss. Oh god, it has like infinite range and it just destroys everything it passes by, just like Godzilla's plasma breath. Whoa! Why did you just rematerialize right under me as I was going there? That really screwed up my mojo, but I'm living, and that's all that's important right now. Is that it? There's no way that was the final hit. Give me that wave 2. That phase 2. All hail Shadow playing during his fight with a warlord that wants to be a dictator. Neo Metal Doom. Sorry, Neo Devil Doom. Everything that's not your friends. Bro, if only I could parry in this game. Could you imagine, like, the parry punish animation? Can I, like, go higher and lower? Oh, yeah. Look how tiny I am, and I'm, like, washing you. I'm the upgrade, old man. Just straight up boosting into him. I want to boost into that big-ass, gross-ass eye. I want you to feel self-conscious about your weak spot. Is this, like, a remix from Crush 40 with, like, new vocals? Because his delivery sounds different, and I'm really fucking with it. So good to hear Crush 40 again. I am being Chaos Snap comboed. That was sick. I still haven't really landed a concrete hit on this man, but in due time. Come on. Stop showing your ugly sack everywhere. Your eye sack. Oof. Maybe I dodged in the wrong direction. That's almost as good as parrying. Feel like I'm gonna run out of rings. Really don't want that. Damn. Dodge to the right, dude. Dodge to the right, not the left. I get it. It's like the motion blur on this makes it kind of difficult to, like, see exactly what's coming. Kind of like the Wyvern boss fight in Sonic Frontiers. Hello? Time Vortex? What is this? It's got, like, the colors of Shadow the Hedgehog with the white, the black, and the red. Oh, I just need to get close. There we go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Keep talking, bud. You know you're washed. Shadow's gonna be up 2-0 on you, and you're not gonna get the chance to try again. I love how this gameplay works exactly like a super form, but it's not at all. And it makes perfect sense in terms of the lore that he wouldn't have, you know, super form. But like I said, it's gonna be cool seeing people mod this game. Screw that. I'm making time normal again. Goodbye, bud. So amazing hearing Black Doom say Chaos Control in the final moment when he has an inch of HP left. I just love the idea of Chaos Control being a thing you know from the Hedgehogs is actually a thing from these aliens. It's their ability.
I will not be stopped.
Good to hear that again. Also, that was the pose from the first Four Figures statue. Can't believe they ripped that off and nobody knew it was a spoiler. Yeah, I'm gonna love seeing people mod, like, the surfing segments with Shadow's vehicles and modding the final boss to have his super form in playable manner. Maybe even using the Frontier Supersonic CEMTs. Yeah, he's taking them off. Gloves off. Give me phase 3. That is the Supersonic CEMT. Yes! Big Chaos Spear!
To end this.
Wait, he didn't even take him off yet. He's just brimming with that much rage. Oh, this is like so similar to Supersonic's materialization of the fists.
Everything up till now.
Good delivery.
You deny me.
Good delivery! Such emotion on a usually smug character. He's hitting that Super Shadow pose. Gorgeous. That delivery. What a highlight of that cutscene. I just love it when pompous, big-time villains sound like they're really struggling at the end. It just makes the reward feel amazing. I knew this would be temporary powers. Just like how the cyber powers in Frontiers are temporary. We will never see that wing super form again, unfortunately.
Nice work. Perfect timing, too. Sonic is getting ready to...
Man, did Rouge ever even see him with the wings? They could have been winged buddies.
Going to switch the emeralds without
Right.
noticing.
We're still not in the end game yet. We have another final boss to go and help defeat.
Leave it to you.
Interesting how he still finds time to arrive in the final moment, but he still says goodbye to Maria and Gerald. He doesn't even say bye to Maria and Gerald. Also, I'm really sorry, buddy, that you didn't get a chance to shine with good writing this time. Nice landing.
Maria.
Oh god, she's sick again, man. No. Sonic
happened?
Forces, but actually sad. So what's so different between Black Doom and Time Eater?
Stop, Rouge.
Why did Black
Use chaos
Doom have
control.
Time Eater's powers?
Stop this moment.
And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Such a wise child. I'd be asking for juice if I was her age. Why am I saying this? I'm glad that they kind of, like, redeemed Gerald and gave him some good moments, because his lasting legacy on the world was a psychopath that wanted to kill everyone to the point where it even disturbed Eggman. It's nice to see him as like, the cool, trustworthy grandfather. Oh, wow, they made a main character cry. Sonic isn't even allowed to do that anymore. Oh, the vocals in that final song? Oh, dude. I got goosebumps. That's all I can say. Ian Flynn in the credits. That's my boy. When I was a kid in like elementary school, I would read the Archie comics, and I was really fascinated by how they did the character exploration and just the depth of them, the angst of them, and I was like, they should really get these guys to write the stories, because I wasn't impressed with a lot of the stuff that they were making back then. I liked 06, I liked Unleashed, but it didn't feel like the kind of characterization that I wanted post those games. Very rewarding to finally see his work fully voiced and animated. They weren't lying, that definitely was shorter than base gens, but I think if you're going for 100% in the open zone, it's probably longer than Sonic Gens. It's not like longer in terms of story content, but pure gameplay wise. Evan Stanley is also credited here. I'm sure there's a lot of real ones in this credit section that I'm not pointing out. I'm just particularly happy for Evan Stanley, who I believe might have done the cutscene artwork and some of Gerald's diary. Hi Marza. Good job on the rigging. Oof, you guys cooked. But it's just really rewarding for me to personally see people from the Archie Comics days, like Evan and Ian, getting to work on the most important part of the franchise, which is the mainline games. The most important part of it, the main product of the whole series. You know, the canon story of the series. And for a retelling for a past game, they did a phenomenal job tying everything together, making it feel like it actually had purpose. Gotta say, sad that we didn't fight Sonic, but so happy that they did the cutscene the way they did and even showed the original Sonic Gens hub world. Like, everything about this was so faithful. Even Shadow having the yellow Chaos Emerald in the Dark Beginnings series. Him referencing Tails' fake Chaos Emerald, even mentioning Tails by name, giving him that credit. Like, in what scenarios do you hear Shadow talking about Tails in a mainline story anymore? You don't. You never hear it. I love that Rouge, like, gossiped that Sonic was working with a younger version of himself, which I guess is why Shadow wasn't too phased in Sonic Forces, that there was, you know, classic Sonic. Would have liked some recontextualization for what Shadow thinks of this ruined future, and why he didn't recognize it when Forces happened, but not everything can be explained, and I'm fine with that. Maybe there was even a piece of dialogue that I missed in between those levels. Might be something to look into. There's something about sitting here watching Sonic credits for a game that I was really excited to play late at night when it first releases, with the Sonic Forces music in the background. Like, takes me back to 2017, when I was super excited for Sonic Forces to come out, because it looked like they were returning to serious stories. I was so hyped about the idea of Eggman taking over the world. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Archie. It wasn't. But it just feels like, here I am, 8 years later. 8 years, wow. And I just have what I wanted the games to always play like, look like, and have narratives like. I got that game with Frontiers. I got that game with Shadow Gens. And for me, this is the highlight of the year of Shadow. Sonic Movie 3 is still gonna happen, and that's gonna be my little snack afterwards, my dessert. And if you're new here, please check out my modding playlist. We are gonna do a deep dive into the modding world, as I usually do. A return to form, if you will.